I need everybody to move your body like a cyclone. We got Cyno here for a character breakdown. Let's go, bro. We got Cyclone, aka Cyno, in the building with us. Woo! We'll be going over what weapons you can use on him, artifacts, constellations, talents, and above all, we'll be having character team comps in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, letting you see how we are running him in those team comps. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and if you want a character review, drop it in the comments below, or if you want me to do another character breakdown video, drop that below and tell me who do you want me to do next. Here we go. Cyclone is coming in at level 90. The weapon on mines is going to be his signature weapon. It is also level 90 in R1. Now, if you do not have this weapon, what you can run is going to be his signature weapon, of course. Next up is going to be the Jade Winged Spear. All right. Last but not least, am I only going to do 3? Maybe not, but Deathmatch. Deathmatch is always going to be there. And then let's go ahead and get on down here for, oh, that's Black Tassel. I don't think I have White Tassel. And if I do not know what it looks like. I know I had to look up like the fourth, like a top 5 weapon. And I was like, I don't have one of them weapons. White Tassel is a weapon that you can use on him. I do not have it, okay? I do not have it. And last but not least, this weapon right here, Missive Wind Spear, is going to be good for him as well. So there you have it. I personally have ran him with his signature weapon, or I have ran him on Jade Winged Spear. When he had a rerun, I got his signature, but for the longest, he was on Jade Winged Spear for me. Now, when it comes down to the artifacts will tell you everything you need to know. The only thing that you are going to be running on my guy here is going to be 4-piece dreams. Oh, I said dreams. If y'all know the song, leave it in the comments below. Seriously though, the Dreams team comp is really for if you're going to be running him with Dendro, okay? Now, Thunder and Fury, this right here is going to be really good for your reaction team comps. Those electro reactions is going to be crazy if there's outside of Dendro. It works with Dendro too. But in my opinion, I like Dreams more for that. And then, of course, you can do... man, outside of that, that's pretty much it. Like, you could go with the 2-piece Thunder and Fury, 2-piece Wanderers. If you want to get more elemental mastery and have the 2-piece Thunder and Fury and you're just struggling, then yeah, that's a thing. But outside of that, 2-piece Dream, 2-piece Thunder and Fury is pretty much all you want to do. Now, when it comes to the substats on this guy, what you are going to be looking for, and look, he's a very simple guy. He wants an electro damage bonus goblet. The elemental mastery has to be at least 300. Has to be at least 300 minimum. Crit rate needs to be around 70, 65-ish. 65 minimum. You got to think about it. This dude goes into an ult and then he is just working his ult and skill. That is his whole kit. So you want your stuff to have a high chance of critting. So 65 is minimum. 70 is the sweet spot, or more is better. Crit damage, this dude is kind of easy to get that crit damage over 200, and the attack, a minimum of 1400 for the attack, okay? A minimum of 1400. Let's go ahead and take a look at my build for the flower. The flower is coming in here look at that energy recharge, look at that elemental mastery and crit damage. Energy recharge is not that important on him, but it's cool to have, okay? The feather on the other hand is delicious. The sands on the other hand, wish the sands had attack on the cool, to be honest with you. My attack kind of low. The cup, yeah, the cup on the other hand is delicious. Give me some. Where you get this from? And then the crown is coming in here looking delicious. Give me some. Where you get this from? Now, when it comes to his constellations, listen here. Listen here. I am rocking out with C0. His sweet spot from my understanding, going to be his C2. When Cyno's normal attack hits an opponent, his electro damage bonus will increase by 10% for 4 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 0.1 second, maxing up to 5 stacks. This right here is really good. Normally the C2 and the C4 is where it gets really spooky for most 5-star characters, but if you're not trying to spend a lot of money, go with the C2 and you'll be happy at that. C4 is for die-hard Cyno mains, and C6 is for people who just want to well. Do I think like he's one of those characters that I would personally do that with? Of course not. I stopped at C0, but if you actually like Cyno and you use him a lot, C2 is probably where you would stop. And if you just really love him, C4 is probably where you'll stop too as well. When it comes to his talents, you are going to want to invest in just look at this right here. The priority is going to be his ultimate, then his skill, followed by his followed by his auto, okay? So you want to go ult, skill, and auto. Most people leave his auto at 1, to be honest with you. I have everything at 8, 8, 9 because when I first got him, I was like, oh yeah, he goes into an ult, you use his skill, but then you're just attacking with your auto, right? But no, when you're doing his ult, you're technically in ult. So it doesn't register it as auto attack if you did not know that. So that is pretty much it. He has some cool passives, but this right here is pretty basic. What you really want to pay attention to is this one right here. Cyno's damage values will be increased based on his elemental mastery. If those of you are wondering, like, why do he need elemental mastery? So when you're doing that, normal attack damage is increased by 150 of his elemental mastery, and Duststalker bolt damage from his passive talents Featherfall Judgment is increased by 250% of his elemental mastery. Okay, so Pack Swarm, Path Clear's normal attack damage is going to get the buff, and then Duststalker bolt damage is going to get the buff too as well. Okay, so just keep that in mind, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you want to know the overall split of my guy right now, I got him in a team comp right now because I'm about to do a video and show y'all how I play him. His regular attack is roughly around 1340, I believe, 1340, which is why I said I need more attack, but in a team comp is right in that sweet spot. His elemental mastery for me is 367, so he's getting a little bit of that because of the team comp that I have. So here you go. This is my split. Keep in mind 367 for the elemental mastery, 1340 for the attack. My crit rate is at 80%. My crit damage is at 220. My energy recharge is at 138. If I had more constellations, this build would be amazing, and I would probably be using them in the Spiral Abyss as we speak. Leave a comment below. Let me know who you want to see next. Subscribe. Let's grow, let's build, and let's have some fun. See you next time.